tape that already knew. Harry, Niall, Ted, and Chad had a tradition. Every October they picked an abandoned place and stayed overnight. This year, Harry found the perfect location, an old farmhouse hidden at the edge of a forest. The listing online had vanished the next day. No reviews, no photos, except one blurry image of the front gate. Perfect, Chad said. By midnight they regretted coming. The house groaned constantly. Doors opened slightly, then shut. Niall swore someone had whispered his name from upstairs. Ted laughed it off, until they found the bedroom. 4 dusty beds, 4 name cards. Harry, Niall, Ted, Chad, placed neatly on the pillows. Nobody admitted to setting it up. Chad wanted to leave. Front door wouldn't open. He searched for another exit, but discovered a small room under the stairs. Inside was a wooden table. On it sat an old VHS tape, written in faded marker. October this year. Harry found an old television and played it. Static. Then, footage of the farmhouse. Their car arriving. 4 of them stepping out. The camera followed them from inside the house. They watched in silence. Then the footage changed. They saw themselves later that night, running, screaming, Harry falling, Ted trying to pull him up, Chad disappearing, Niall crying. The final shot. Niall alone in the bedroom, a figure standing behind him. Screen got black. Everyone stared. That's not funny, Niall whispered. Then they heard footsteps upstairs, exactly matching the tape. Henry grabbed the remote and fast-forwarded. The screen showed only one thing. Morning. Police outside. Bodies covered. 4 sheets. Tape ended. Nobody moved. Then Chad said quietly, "Wait." He pointed. The sheet over one body had slipped. The dead face underneath was Harry's. Harry slowly turned. His friends were staring at him strangely. Niall frowned. "Who are you talking to?" Harry looked around. The house was empty. Dust covered everything. His own body lay under a white sheet. Never arrived. He'd only been watching. Floor 14. Elliot, Lewis and Nicky worked night security at an office tower. Easy money. 3 floors. 1 room. Never answer calls from floor 14. Because there was no floor 14. Naturally, Lewis answered. At 2:17 a.m. the office phone rang. Display 14. Lewis grinned and picked up. Security. Nothing. Then breathing. A woman whispered. "Please let me out." Lewis hung up. The lights flickered. Elevator dinged. Floor 14. Doors slid open. Darkness. A single desk lamp. Nothing else. Nicky said absolutely not. Elliot laughed and walked in. Lewis followed. Elevator shut. Floor button panel had vanished. Office stretched endlessly. Rows of empty desks. Computer screens flickering. One monitor showed security footage of them walking. Another. Walking. Another. Walking. Every screen displayed them from impossible angles. Then one screen exactly like them. Footage jumped. Police, ambulance, body bags, 3 dead security guards, cause, missing. The room lights snapped off. When they returned, Nikki was gone. A phone rang. Lewis answered. Nikki whispered, "Don't let her out." Then screaming. Dead silence. Elliot grabbed Lewis. They ran. Found the elevator. Pressed G. Doors opened. Morning. Reception. Everything normal. Except their uniforms. Old. Yellowed. Receptionist looked confused. "Can I help you?" Lewis said they worked there. She frowned. No. She turned a monitor. Old newspaper. 3 security guards vanish, 1998. Photo. Lewis, Elliot, Nikki. Exactly as they were. Missing for 28 years. The Red Door. Olive and India rented a cottage for a quiet weekend. No signal, no neighbours. Perfect. Inside they found a guest book. Most entries were cheerful, until the last page. One sentence. Do not open the red door. Naturally, India found the red door. Locked. Olive said, "Leave it." India spent hours searching. Finally, she found a key taped beneath the sink. The room behind the door was tiny. Empty, except a chair and a mirror. India laughed. That's it. Then she looked in the mirror. Olive wasn't beside her, only India, standing alone. Olive touched her shoulder. In the reflection, nothing touched her. India froze. Olive smiled. See? The reflection's Olive didn't smile. It stared, then slowly turned and walked away. India screamed. Olive slammed the door shut. They packed immediately, drove all night. Reached home, forgot about it. Months later, India received a text from Olive. "Can I ask you something?" India replied, "Sure." "When we left the cottage, did you notice I never looked in mirrors again?" India laughed, then looked up. Across the room, Olive stood silently, watching. India looked at the mirror beside her. She was alone. Her phone buzzed. One final message. "That thing came home with you." 12 hours awake. Percy, Rick and Vic were bored and decided to try one of those sleep experiments online. Stay awake, lights off, no clocks, no phones. Record your thoughts. Rule: if you hear knocking, ignore it. Easy. At first they joked. Hour 3, they started hearing movement. Hour 7, knocking. 3 knocks. Percy nearly opened the door. Vic stopped him. Hour 10, Rick began crying. He said someone outside kept asking to come in. Nobody else heard voices. Hour 12, the knocking stopped. Morning, they celebrated. Experiment done. Percy opened the curtains. Dark outside. Clock read 6:02. He checked his phone. No service. Date: June 19, 2036. He stared. News alerts loaded. A missing persons article. 3 same clothes. Rick whispered. He stayed awake one night, then noticed something. The door slowly opening. Someone stepped inside, older, grey-haired, exhausted. It was Percy. He looked at them and said, "Please don't start the experiment." Then behind him, 3 more people entered. Older Rick, older Vic. All of them looked terrified. Older Percy shut the door and knocked from the other side.